Unidad uno, Etapa uno. Bienvenido a Miami. We have a test on Monday. Everything you need to know is being reviewed right here. Review it as often as you want. A verb is a word that shows action or being. Am, is, are, was, were are verbs of being. An infinitive is the unconjugated form of the verb. It is the to form of the verb in English and will end in one of three ways in Spanish. It will end in AR, ER, or IR. To conjugate the present tense verbs in Spanish, you first drop the AR, ER, or IR, and then you add the appropriate ending. When it is in first person singular, I am doing the talking. That is yo. The verb will end in O, whether it had been an AR, ER, or IR verb. Second person singular. You are doing the action. That is to, T with an accent on the U. The verb will end in AS if it was an AR verb. ES if it was an ER or an IR verb. Usted, you, formal, used for adults. AR verbs will end in A. ER verbs and IR verbs will end in E. Third person singular. I am talking about him or her. He or she is doing the action. Él, he, ella, she. AR verbs will end in A. ER and IR verbs will end in E. First person, plural. More than one person, I am one of those people. That's why it is first person. Nosotros, if there are any boys in the group. Nosotras, if there are only girls in the group. AR endings, amos, ER, amos, IR, emos. Second person, plural. I am talking to y'all. Y'all are doing the action. Vosotros, if there are boys in the group. Vosotras, if it is only girls in the group. Ustedes, if you all are formal, and notice the endings are different for the ustedes. With the vosotros, vosotras, it's accented AIS, AIS. ER verbs, accented EIS, AIS. Accented IR verbs, accented IS, is. With the ustedes, AN, EN. Ellos, ellas. They are doing the action. Third person, plural. There's more than one person. We are talking about them. They are doing the action. Ellos. There is at least one boy in the group that they make up. Ellas, they are all girls. AR endings, AN. ER endings, EN. IR endings, EN. The verbs that you need this time are on page 47. They are also on page 39. Bailar, to dance. Leer, to read. Cantar, to sing. Nadar, to swim. Comer, to eat. Patinar, to skate. Escribir, to write. Trabajar, to work. You also need to know the verb ser, which is on page 35. Yo soy, tú eres. Usted es, él, ella es. Nosotros somos, vosotros sois. Ustedes son, ellos or ellas son. This time, there is also the expression ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? Is how's it going? You are not going to go up to Mr. Vanderpan or Mr. Cranston and say, "¿Qué tal?" You do that with a friend. That means it is in the to form. Other verbs you will want to look for on the test are querer, to want, vivir, to live, and charlar, to chat. Talking about friends, you do need to know amigo and conocido. Amigo, a friend for life, a conocido, an acquaintance. ACQUAINTANCE. And yes, amigo, conocido, and acquaintance must be spelled correctly. You will be writing a paragraph in English explaining what the words mean and what the difference is between the amigo and the conocido. You will have a good opening sentence, a good concluding sentence, and your paragraph will be no less than 5 sentences. One final thing you will need to know. A noun of direct address is separated from the rest of the sentence by commas to indicate that you are talking to the person, not about them. Peter, how's it going? How's it going, Peter? In both sentences, the name is separated from the rest of the sentence by a comma, indicating I am talking to Peter, so I would need a verb in the to form. Peter is doing the action. How's Peter? There is not a comma. I am not talking to him. I am asking somebody else about him. That is third person singular. You will also need to read a story, which you are going to also practice today. Look for the words in the question, look for the words in the story, and answer the question to the best of your ability. This is a silent activity. Study this as much as you need to come on Monday prepared for the test.